Hi, friends. Chad Hauer here, leader of the Hauer home team. Hope you are well. And I want to answer a question I've been hearing a lot lately. Like, why the heck would I buy a home right now with interest rates being as high as they are? Home values seem to continue to be holding strong. I'm just going to sit on the sidelines and wait and see. Well, let me share with you why I personally have been purchasing property this year, and I would recommend to our clients to do so too. One, we're seeing, yes, interest rates have increased dramatically, and yet they're still below the 53-year average for interest rates. As I shoot this video today, interest rates are hovering at around 7.5%. The 53-year average for interest rates is 7.7%. So we're right around there, just a little under. But think about this: what's going to happen? We're still seeing low inventory, so it's still challenging for buyers, unfortunately, regardless of how we look at this, either if it's now or in the future. Inventory is still low. There's not a whole lot of options for buyers. However, we have been able to, just in this last 2 weeks, we've been able to help two of our buyer clients get offers accepted on homes that are contingent upon our buyers being able to get their home sold. Whereas in the not so distant past, that was not a possibility whatsoever. So there are opportunities that haven't previously been available to buyers right now in this marketplace. Now, the other part of it is think about the affordability. That's what's keeping a lot of people on the sidelines, a lot of buyers not stepping into the market right now because they're thinking interest rates have jumped so much. Let's look at this. So think about it. If you've got interest rates right now at 7.5%, and the projections, if we look at a survey that was done by over 100 really intelligent economists all across the country and taking the average of each of their projections, the expectation is that interest rates are going to be down this time next year. So they're expected in the not so distant future to fall into probably the 6% range, somewhere in the sixes. And then as we get closer, towards the end of 2024, probably be in the 5% range. And so looking at that, I'm going to base this off of the actual number. 5.83% is the projection for the fourth quarter of 2024. And as we look at that, that would mean your monthly payment on a $525,000 house for principal and interest would be $550 less than it is today at today's interest rates. But here's the catch. You might be thinking, but Chad, I'll just wait until that time comes to buy. Well, in the meantime, the projections are also that home values are going to continue to rise, probably somewhere in the 3 to 5% range. So if we look at, let's be conservative on and say interest rate or home values increase 3% over the next year. So that's another $15,000 plus that you're going to have to pay for that same home a year from now. Plus, now the big kicker is as those interest rates drop into the 6% and then into the 5%, 6%, it's going to bring a lot more buyers into the marketplace that are going to be wanting property. Falls into the 5% range, this projected 5.875 range, it's going to be the floodgates are going to open of buyers wanting to purchase properties. It isn't anything that's leading us to believe that the number of homes available, inventory, is really going to open up significantly. So what do you think is going to happen to home values if that happens? They're going to go up because there's going to be that much more demand for them. So by holding off a year, you've basically created more competition to try to get a house than you would have if you would have taken advantage of now when there's less buyers in the market because they're concerned about the interest rate. And then you just refinance a year from now when the rates drop to what the expectation is going to be. So I hope that's helpful for you. Just keep in mind, the big thing that people are making their focus right now is marry the house. Find the house that you love, that works for you and your family, that you can see yourself in for a little while. Date the rate. You can refinance that rate to a lower rate when rates lower. But in the meantime, right now is a key time to be able to take advantage of getting locked into a property and not having as much buyer competition as you may as rates get lower and it's harder and harder to find some options. I hope that's helpful. As always, if there's anything any of us here at the Hauer Home Team can be of service to you with or your friends, reach out. If you'd like a more local opinion of value for a home that you might have and trying to figure out what your options are, we're happy to help. Reach out. Have a great day. Thanks so much.